So I had a conversation today with a 19-year-old, an amazing young girl. And there are these quiet people, these people who will never tell you what they feel. They'll never complain about anything. They'll never tell you when it hurts. They will die silently. You will watch them dying silently. And so I've talked to her a couple of times. And her quiet nature is on the extreme. Very antisocial, but a very amazing young person. And so I got curious and I asked her in just one of our conversations, I asked her, do you ever pray to God about changing? Is who you are, not that she's not that there's a problem with who she is, because God created us fearfully and wonderfully according to his word. But I know that it's something challenging for her, because in future, if she goes into the future with this, being this person, she's going to face a lot of challenges. Because if you're a quiet person who can't even speak for yourself, I mean, the world will take advantage of you seriously. And so I asked her, is this something that you want to change about you? Have you talked to God about changing you? She tells me yes. And so I asked her, so if you've prayed to God about changing you, what have you done about it? So the only thing she could tell me was that she prays about it. She really prays about it. And so the conversation revolved around these things that I want to talk to you guys about today. Do you really want to get well? Do you really want things to change in your life for the better? Do you really want that amazing future? In the book of John chapter 5, verse 2, this is a story about Jesus and the crippled man. I think he was crippled. Anyway, let me just read it. In Jerusalem, near the sheep gate, a pool which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie. The blind, the lame, the paralyzed, name it. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. I know I've read this verse to you guys before. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" The invalid replied, "Sir, I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. So, do you really, I will ask you the same question that Jesus asked this invalid. Do you really want to get well? Do you really want your situation to get better? Because when I was having this conversation with this amazing young girl, 19-year-old, she tells me, I do want to change. And I've had conversations with her before about getting out there, talking to people, trying things she hadn't tried before, but she never gets to do it. But she prays to God. And so I challenged her today, really challenged her, the same way that I want to challenge you guys today. The biggest obstacle in your life is not the fact that you can't talk to anyone, is not the fact that you have self-esteem issues, is not the fact that, and I'm sorry to say, that you were abused as a child, you had a challenging past growing up. No. The biggest challenge in your life is you. Because you're the only one who can overcome everything that is in your life. No one is going to do it for you. No one. You can pray to God until your face turns blue. But if you're not somebody who takes action, nothing is going to change. This is not a guilt trip. This is me telling you the things I wish somebody had told me. At times, People have to be hard on you. People who love you have to be hard on you. And I'm telling you with so much love. This man for 38 years, honestly, you guys, 38 years. Hata angekuwa amesema tonight, I'm not going home. I will do whatever it takes to get closer to that pool. Or just call somebody and ask them to throw them in the pool. I mean, you really want to tell me there was no one who could have thrown him inside the pool? 38 years. 38 years. Him wanting to get better. He was literally there and doing nothing about it because other people were jumping into the pool. He could have done something about it. So Jesus was like, do you really, really, really want to get well? And that's a question that he's asking you today. So what do we really need to do to get there? What should this 19-year-old do with her life? So the number one point that I want to talk to you guys about is saying yes to challenges. You are going to have so many challenging situations come your way. You are going to, have opportunities come your way and you're thinking, I can't, it's just like now her. If I was to talk to you about her, she fears talking to people. Just getting outside and saying hi to someone is a challenge. But I've been telling her, just get out there and do it. Talk to 2 strangers and come tell me about it. She never gets to do it. So now you're praying to God. Faith is there. God is talking through faith and asking you, take that, take on that challenge. Because for me to change you, it means you have to take the first step. What are you really doing about it? The next time you're given a challenging, you're given something challenging, you feel I can't do it, say yes. Say yes to everything that you feel you can do. Just say yes to writing those minutes. You're like, I can't write minutes. I don't have what it takes. Say yes. And then go work on yourself. Say yes about that project that your boss has been trying to convince you to take on and you keep saying no because you don't feel you can do it. And the reason why you don't feel you can is because you've not skilled yourself, you've not prepared yourself. But you say yes, and then that weekend, go and work on it. Get anyone who you need to, to help you with that project, and then come and present it, because that's how you start building your confidence. Number 2, invest in self-development. Pour into yourself. You have to build yourself. You have to start working on the future that you want. And what do you need to do? Do you need to reskill yourself? Do you need to go for that training? How many books have you read this year? Like so many people, we are on social media. We are there watching the Bahatis, watching the Dianas. That's their life. They're making their future, good or bad, negative or positive, in God's will or not. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But now you're there crying out to God, God, what about me? But uko busy una watch the outfit that Diana is wearing. Instead of reading that book, instead of talking to your boss, instead of just doing something to invest in yourself. Have you attended seminars, webinars, conferences? Number 3, what did we say? We said number 1 was you have to say yes to all challenges that come your way. Number 2, we said invest in self-development. Read those books, reskill yourself, attend those seminars and webinars and conferences. Do you know how many free webinars I have attended? I take advantage of free webinars. Mimi ni huyo mse. How many free webinars have I offered? Na mko tu hapo mnaangalia Diana and Bahati. Anyway, I'm not trying to guilt trip you. Number 3, break bad habits. What habits are preventing you from becoming the best version of who God created you to be? Are you in a toxic relationship? You know, those people who keep telling you you can't, or wasting your time, or every weekend you're out there partying and you don't have time to build yourself. Are you a procrastinator? What are you doing about it? Have you created a daily schedule to keep you on track, or told someone, gotten someone to hold you accountable? I'm here. If you're a procrastinator, I have an amazing program. Sign up for that program. So that's number 3. Break bad habits. The cow in me, but anyway, tunaendelea tu. Number 4, seek opportunities. Don't just wait for things to happen. Don't wait for things to be dropped on your lap. Serikali saidia. Don't be one of those people who are always crying out to Serikali, because Serikali has its own problems. So what are you doing about your problem? And I'm not saying let's not expect Serikali to do something. Please don't stone me. I'm challenging you. There's what Serikali can do and there's what it can't do. So what part have you played? You have to go fishing like the disciples did. And then when you go fishing, Jesus will help you know where seek out where the fish are. That's where he steps in and says, I see you've done the best that you can. So I'm going to give you a miracle. I'm going to open those opportunities for you. Like the disciples, when Jesus came and helped them, they were out trying to fish. Now imagine if these people were not even there. If Jesus didn't find them trying to fish, how would he have helped them? If everyone was at home sleeping, the fish wouldn't have found their way to their homes. But because they were there trying to fish, what Jesus did was help them with the miracle, point them to the right place where he knew they would find fish. And that's what God does. You play your part, God plays his part. So actively network with people in your industry. Attend those networking events, join professional groups, create those opportunities for yourself. Apply for grants if you're a student, scholarship, business funding. So today I ask you the same question that Jesus asked. Do you really want to get well? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This life, you are your mountain. You are the mountain. You are the one preventing yourself from being blessed, from God opening those opportunities, because you're not on the move. Start taking those baby steps and give God something to work with. Moses had a stick, and that's what God used. What do you have in your hands? What can God use? When God comes knocking on your door, will you have something to show that he can bless? So that's all I had for you guys today. I'm hoping that I've encouraged somebody, I've challenged somebody. If you think this message is helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's keep doing what we can and allow God to do what he can. So thank you for listening. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.